Karina baby, Mama loves you and I miss you. Today we're going to do our 366 days full of stories. It's January 1st, can you believe it? Oh, June 1st. Mama is tired. I spent today doing candles because we have a lot of fat, of beef fat. So Mama did tallow candles. So what I did was I grinded up carrots, onion, garlic, grapefruit, lemon, lime, orange, and a few other fruits, banana. I grinded them up, right, and I put them all into jars, one with the actual fruit itself to infuse it into the tallow, and one with the peels, right? So I first started out with grinding up all my ingredients I wanted to make it smell nice. And then I went out and I went to the barn and I got 2 big trays, and I got the tallow and I brought it in, brought it forward, lit the fire on the fire pit, put the tray down, right? Melted all the tallow. You have to cut up the tallow a little bit while it's over the fire. You just cut it while it's over the fire and you melt it down, and then you have to separate it, right? So you take it out and you put it into a separator, colander, and then you add your juice to it. So you're going to add your limes, like your actual pieces of limes and lemons and grapefruit and stuff like that. You're going to add all that stuff to it to infuse it with the smell. And then it's going to boil all the way down, right? You're going to take it, you're going to put your colander down, you're going to put a towel in it, and you're going to separate it even further, right? To take all of the sediments and stuff out of it, to leave just the plain tallow. And then you're going to put the peels in. So you put in the fruit, right? Then you're going to put in the peels, and then you're going to stir that all up. You're going to get a glass jar, you're going to get your wick, right? You could either use 100% cotton as your wick and put actual wax over it to keep it standing up, or you're going to use an actual just wick. You're just going to buy the wicks from the store. Mama used one that was covered in wax, so it had to be a cotton string, and I used many of the wicks, just the regular wicks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cover those in tallow. So you put it into the jar, right, and you put a bottle cap on the bottom, or you put anything heavy. You could use a pebble, a bottle cap. Mama used to use nuts all the time when I was making candles at home, like little bolts that are like this, and you just loop the string through, so this way you have the string and something heavy on the bottom. You could use bottle cap tops, or you could use the soda openers to do that with it, and you just tie the string to it and make something heavy on the bottom, and you add your tallow to it, right? And then you put it in a cold ice bucket, right? So you have water with a whole bunch of ice in it, and you put your candle in there, you put your jar in there, you put your wick in there, you have it tied to the top. Usually you take a bread tie and you empty out the bread tie, and you get those metal little those metal pieces, right? So you're gonna put the metal piece over the top of it, you're gonna wrap it around 3 times, and then you're gonna pour your tallow into the jar while it's sitting. The jar is surrounded by ice, so this way the jar is going to get really cold as the tallow is going into it. What you really want is rock salt. You want the rock salt in the ice because it'll get really, really cold, and it just freezes. It's really neat to just watch it freeze. Mama didn't have rock salt this time, and my bucket of ice really wasn't that full. But you know, you want the rock salt and you want the ice in there, and it's just gonna freeze your candle up, and then you're gonna shake your candle up and down. You're gonna twist it around. Alright, you're going to take it out of the ice bath, and then you're going to put a new jar in there. What you really want to do is you want to use a big container for this, and you want to have all of your wicks and all your glass jars set up, all your ice in there. You add a little bit of water, and you just fill up the tallow with each one, right? And then if you miss, it's okay because it's going to get hard. You take all the tallow that's in the ice, you just scoop it up, scoop it around with your fingers, it's going to track to your fingers, and then you're going to put it back on the heat, and you're going to just use that tallow for your next batch of candles, and it just keeps propelling forward. And you're going to have candles with they're just going to be white candles. All tallow candles are just white candles, but they're going to have the little pieces of carrot and the little pieces of orange peel and lemon peel in them, and they look nice and they smell nice and they're free to make, and who doesn't love candles, right? Alright, so that's what Mama did today. Mama spent a lot of her time preparing to make candles and then making candles. That's exactly what I did today. I also milked the cow this morning. You're gonna like the cow. Her name's Summer, and she is beautiful. And there's a little baby cow here too. Her name is May. So you're gonna like the calf and the cow baby. I know that you are. Mama just misses you, honey. I miss you so much. Alright. Mama's tired. It's been a lot. Tired day just working on stuff. Alright, so today is Hoot Learns to Fly. See the tree? What do you think Hoot is? Do you think Hoot might be an owl going hoo, hoo? Let's find out. Alright, Hoot learns to fly. Dr. Doggy and Nurse Kitty are visiting Mrs. Owl today. It's young Hoot, screeches Mrs. Owl from her nest. High in the pine tree, he's afraid to fly. Young Hoot is sitting nervously on a branch. It's such a long way down, he chirps. Dr. Dog looks at Hoot. I'm not very good at climbing trees, he says. I'll go, says Nurse Kitty brightly. Nurse Kitty scrambles up the trunk. She reaches for the first branch and then the next, and finally the next. A family of rabbits has gathered at the bottom of the tree to watch. It is exciting watching Nurse Kitty climb higher and higher. Suddenly there is a crack, and the branch snaps under her paw. Help! Cries Nurse Kitty. Hold on, says Dr. Dog. Nurse Kitty remembers that there is a blanket in her first aid box. Quick! Spread the blankets out below, she shouts to Dr. Dog. Dr. Dog and the rabbits each hold a corner of the blanket so that Nurse Kitty can jump into it without hurting herself. 1, 2, 3, jump, shouts Dr. Dog. Nurse Kitty falls into the blanket and bounces out safely. Meanwhile, Hoot has been watching from above. That looks fun, he says. I think I'll try it. And before Dr. Dog can say anything, Hoot spreads his wings and plunges down to the blanket. Hoo! 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 Cries Hoot. I'm flying. I'm glad you can fly, says Nurse Kitty. Now I won't have to climb that tree again. Oh, Nurse Kitty doesn't want to climb that tree again now that she fell from it. She was like, I got it. I could go all the way up to the sky. And then what happened? She got up so high that a branch cracked, right? And then all of a sudden she was down in that blanket. Thank God she had a blanket in her first aid kit. That was very, very much of a proper preparation. Right? Ooh. Let's see what's in the illustration book today. Yesterday was the fairies. Today is the Village Blacksmith. Look at that blacksmith. He looks like a wise man, right? Under a spreading chestnut tree, the village smithy stands. The smith is mighty man, is he, with large and sinewy hands, and the muscles of his browy arms are strong as iron bands. His hair is crisp and black and long. His face is like the tan. His brow is wet with honest sweat. He earns whatever he can, and looks the whole world in the face, for he owes not any man. Week in, week out, from morn till night, you can hear his bellows blow. You can hear his swing his heavy sledge with measured beats and slow, like a sexton ringing the village bell when the evening sun is low. And children coming home from school look in at the open door and love to see the flaming forge and hear the bellows roar and catch the burning sparks that fly like chaff from a thrusting floor. He goes on Sunday to the church and he sits among his boys. His heart's the person pray and preach. He hears his daughter singing in the village choir, and it makes his heart rejoice. It sounds to him like her mother's voice, singing in paradise. He needs must think of her own once more, and in the grave she lies, and with his heart's rough hand he weeps a tear out of his eyes. Tolling, rejoicing, sorrowing, onward through life he goes. Each morning sees some task below, each evening sees is close. Something attempted, something done, has gotten a night's repose. Thanks to thee, my worthy friend, for the lesson thus hast taught. Thus at the flaming forge of life the furnaces must be wrought. Thus on its sounding a veil shaped each burning deed and thought. Oh, he lost his wife and he was so happy hearing his daughter's voice that it made him cry. That is a sad, sweet story, baby. That is a sad, sweet story. Milking time. When the cow comes home, the milk is coming, honey made with the bees are humming. Ducks and drakes on the rusty lakes, and the deer live safely in the breeze break. And timid, funny, pert little bunny winks his nose and sits all sunny. Oh, far to see, bloom-laden cherry trees, arid in sunny white, and April's day delight. Oh, fair to see, fruit-laden cherry trees, with balls of shining red, deeking a leafy head. Oh, fair to see. The next one is boat sail on the rivers. Boat sail on the rivers, and ship sail on the seas. The clouds that sail across the skies are prettier far than these. There are bridges on the river, and pretty as you please, but the bow that bridges heaven and overtops the trees and builds a road from earth to sky is prettier far than these. Be like the birds who halt in flight on limbs to sight, feeling it give way beneath them, yet sings, knowing he hath wings. Alright, baby. I love you. Look at this is the book. This is the photos. Baby, I love you. I love you more than anything in the world. Do you know that? And I miss you, and I love you, and I can't wait to see you. Mama just misses you, baby. Every single second of every single day, I think of how much I miss you and how much I love you. And I'm always like, I can't believe this is what I'm doing instead of being with my daughter. You know, I'm a very old-fashioned woman. That's what your mama is. And the only thing I ever wanted to do was have beautiful babies and raise them. I wanted to stay home and be a housewife and homemaker and just raise my children. That's it. I wanted a man who loved me and respected me and to make this beautiful family with and just have children just have a beautiful life. The ordinary, extraordinary life that we get and that we're granted. Mama's not big and grandiose like Papa likes to say that he is. Mama's the ordinary can be extraordinary, okay? Everything does happen for a reason, and I believe that God has a reason for all of this, and I'm praying that it's over soon. Mama just misses you, and I love you. I never wanted to leave your side. I never wanted to leave your side. You gotta understand, I was with you every single second of every single day. We did everything together. Everything. Absolutely everything. We went to story times, we read books, we did school, you picked out your clothes. You were getting so independent too. You're just absolutely amazing. You're just absolutely, Karina, I can't even describe how much I love you. I can't even describe how much I miss you. I can't believe this is what this is for right now. A lot of times I say that to myself, I can't believe my life. But it's going to be okay. No matter what, it's going to be okay. No matter what, your mama loves you. Your mama loves you so much. I love you. I love you and I miss you. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you and give you a hug. I love you, baby. You have no idea how much I love you. Mamas will die for their children. Mama did everything I possibly could. Everything I did was for you. Because I love you. No matter what. No matter what, I love you. Alright, baby, I'm gonna let you go. I'm incredibly tired. But Mama loves you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I miss you. And I can't wait to see you and hold you and kiss you and just kiss you on the cheek and just hold you. I can't wait to hold you because I miss you. I miss you so much. I really, really do, baby. Your mama will always love you, baby. Like Papa used to always say, Mama's his sun, Papa's my moon, and you're our rainbow baby. You're quite literally our rainbow baby. And we love you. We love you. We'll always love you. Mama will always love you. Papa will always love you. It's just the way that it is. You're our baby. And we love you to pieces. We had you. We love you. Mama worked really, really hard to have you. You know? I ate really well. I took a lot of really good vitamins. And you're just amazing and perfect. You're just amazing and you're perfect. And I love you to pieces. I just love you. And I just miss you. I will always love you. Good night, my baby. Mama loves you, baby. Mama misses you, baby. Karina, baby. Mama loves you. I love you. Good night, baby.